and welcome to my channel. I'm Ria, designer and stylist from Confetti Sweethearts, and I love helping people plan their special events by sharing my knowledge, tips and sharing lots of inspiration along the way. I hope you've had an amazing start to 2024. It's been very busy. That's why it's now February and I'm starting to film YouTube videos. But I've had a very busy start to the year, designing new stationery for events and getting all that photographed and listed on the website there. So there's lots of new things available in the shop. And also I have been busy onboarding new clients for their events that are coming up for 2024 and for 2025, which is rather exciting. So I'm sure you're wondering what today's topic is going to be all about. So when we start January, it's really typical for me to have a look at all the trends reports from the different places that inspire me. I've already had a look in a previous video of the trends for wedding decor in 2024. And because you enjoyed that video so much, I wanted to do a video based on what Pinterest predicts. And you might be wondering why I have chosen Pinterest when there's lots of other trend reports out there. But the fun thing about Pinterest predicts is that it's the greatest place to start planning your event. It's where most people go to visually plan their event. So they go on there and they look for lots of ideas, and it could be a wedding, it could be a baby shower, a bridal shower, it could be a milestone birthday or an engagement party. And you basically would start building up all your ideas on a board over there, and you might even find things that you can purchase as well to help you bring the event to life. So it's a super powerful tool and I absolutely love it. I use it a lot in my own work and personal life as well to plan different projects. So why wouldn't we have a look at what Pinterest are predicting? The great thing about the report is that it's based on what the audience is searching for anyway. So it's based on what is popular at the moment. I have decided to pick 4 of my favourite trends that fit into planning an event really well. So I wanted to share with you what they are today. So the first trends that I'm loving what Pinterest are predicting is groovy nuptials. So it would be crazy for me not to mention it. The 70s inspired wedding theme is not going anywhere. People absolutely still are mad for this vibe, and it's perfect for couples who really like that laid back, relaxed, chilled vibe, but with plenty of character as well. Absolutely tons of character and really bringing in that retro era. So you're not going to be surprised when I tell you that disco balls are still the hot decor piece. We discussed this in the decor trends anyway. So you're thinking disco balls, tassels on your stationery. Maybe you want a vintage photo booth like a camper van to take pictures of your guests. You might want to think about an audio guest book like an old vintage telephone. They are huge at the minute. It's really nice bringing that like nostalgic feel in. There's really a lot with this trend that you can explore and add lots of personal touches and character, and I just think it's a really fun trend. So we're also seeing this trend roll into the other pre-wedding celebrations like the bridal shower. So we're seeing brides choose a laid back and relaxed sort of atmosphere now, and the boho look paired with the disco ball theme is really popular because it adds the fun and it also adds like a chilled vibe as well. So we're seeing a lot more brides and their bridal party celebrating in their garden, perhaps with a bell tent and, you know, decorating it and having like a sleepover, and they might do like something nice as an activity. So the second trend that I'm loving what Pinterest is predicting is tropic like it's hot. Now, if anybody knows me, they are gonna know that I absolutely love the tropical theme. So I am really happy about this. So it's no surprise to me that the search term tropical chic decor is up on the platform by 110%. I know it's huge, which I am probably contributing a lot to that myself, because I absolutely love searching for tropical ideas to inspire my work. Some ways that you can incorporate this trend into your event is that you could use rattan furniture. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to create like a tropical oasis. It's a bit of an escapism. That's why I think the trend is so popular at the minute, because we are craving sort of nature and the outdoors and those chilled vibes away from all of the technology that we have with us every day, and life is moving really quick. So Tropical Like It's Hot is all about like escaping from the daily grind. So you want to think rattan furniture to help you like style the areas with like peacock chairs and rattan shelving for like a drink station, and little tables to put your food on and things like that. Also adding really fun tropical prints. So you could use cushions on your peacock chairs, and they could have bold leafy prints on them to bring them to life and inject more of that tropical vibe. So it's a really fun theme to play with lots of bold pattern and colour. So when we're thinking about the colour palette, it's definitely a fun, bold colour palette to experiment with, because you can go lots of different ways with this, but it's most likely start with some greenery that is brought in by all the lush plants that you could use. All the tropical plants that we see, we can incorporate these into our event and make it feel really lush and like an oasis. So you want to be thinking about other colours that can complement it, and I always think really contrasting colours work really well. So like pops of hot pink and pops of purple and teal kind of like really bring the greenery to life and inject that fun, which is what a tropical oasis is. It's also a fantastic theme for bringing in those cocktail displays and the mocktails that you could have fun with as well. So creating like a bit of a drink station that you can set up, that it can be a bit of a feature at your event, so that your guests can like interact with it and try something new. And I think they're going to be a lot of fun this year. So the third Pinterest predicts trends that I'm loving is bow stacking, which works really well incorporated into events. So we're not just seeing it on like fashion. So in a wedding, it could be on your wedding dress, or it could be the groom's bow tie, or it could even be like jewellery or on your shoes, which looks really, really nice. It could totally be in your decor as well. I've seen some really fun ideas online, including like bows on the backs of chairs. That to me did go out of fashion a little bit, but now it's kind of been updated and revitalised, and people are using like patterned fabric to like do bows on the backs of chairs, and I just think that looks really nice. Another fun place to add bows is your place settings. So you could style up your place settings in a lovely way with bows, finishing everything off. So you could tie your napkin and your cutlery with a bow around your menu card, or you might have some little favours for your guests, like little boxes, and you would like to tie them with a bow. So there's lots of things you can do there just on your place settings, and I think that would look really nice. If you're looking for like a more formal look, then a bow is perhaps a really nice idea. Like I say, we're seeing lots of people use like fun fabric with bows, and you can even like personalise bows now. So if you're having maybe like a bow tied to your bouquet, you can have a nice floaty bow on it, and sometimes they're personalised with like messaging, which is again really nice, and it keeps it like a little bit more up to date. So the fourth and final trend, what Pinterest are predicting for 2024 that I love, is cozy cafe. I particularly love this trend because I am always searching on Pinterest for cozy cafe aesthetics. I just love sort of those warm and inviting vibes that a cozy cafe gives. And there's always something really interesting to look at in a cozy cafe, and there's always a bit of a buzz and an atmosphere around it. You could use like warm lighting. You could really create sort of that cozy, romantic sort of mood that you get in a cafe. Also notice that a lot of cozy cafes use like a lot of raw materials, a bit like wooden pallets. They would be great to like incorporate incorporate into your design. You could use it as like a coffee table, or you could use it for a display sign, like some shelving. There's lots of ideas on Pinterest on how you can like turn a palette into something really amazing. I don't know if you've noticed as well, if you go into a cozy cafe, plants feature a lot as well. This really makes it feel warm and cozy and just really inviting and fresh. So it's a great way of like bringing in some greenery to make it feel like really like earthy. One thing that's really popular with this trend is a coffee station. So obviously you're bringing in the cozy cafe vibes with serving coffee to your guests. So you could create like a little styled area that is just like a coffee bar, where you've got all the different choices for your guests to enjoy and try something a little bit different. If you're having like a bigger event like a wedding, you could definitely like set up this sort of station alongside like a chill area, so that you've got like a little nook just like in a corner of a coffee shop. Another decor idea that you could use for this trend is by incorporating chalkboard signage. So obviously the black and white look go really well with a cozy cafe vibe, and you could use it as like a welcome sign to greet your guests. You could use it as a menu board, so you could write all the different food you're having on it. It could be a barbecue, that would work really well with like a feasting menu. Or you might want to use it as a coffee board and put all the different flavours of coffees that you're having, so that your guest knows what's available to them. So there you are, those are my favourite trends from the Pinterest Predicts report. And if you would like to go and check out all the other trends that Pinterest are reporting for 2024, then you can absolutely go and visit their website. I'll pop a link in the description box below that will take you to the report so you can check it out for yourself. If you've enjoyed today's video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.